Hey dreamers, Bryce here from Midnight Notion, singer, songwriter, musician, big fan of Metallica, but I have no idea what my favorite Metallica song is. Could it be Shoot Me Again? Let's use math to find out. Cue the intro.
So Ted, give it to me now!
For the best Metallica song! Shoot Me Again, track number 7 from Saint Anger, which means we need a Saint Anger disclaimer. We know about the snare, get over the snare. We're not judging this based off of its mix. We're just judging the song based off of what it is, what it could be maybe. I'm going to listen to it. You're going to listen along with me. I'm going to stop at any time I hear something interesting. And then I'm going to blah, blah, blah. And then I'm going to grade it using the following criteria. Composition, memorability, emotional response, instrumentation, and of course lyrics. Each category is a scale of 0 to 4 with a grand total of 20 possible points. We'll find out at the end of the video if this song has what it takes to get to the top 20. It's a pretty good top 20 and I don't have a whole lot of faith, but we're going to be honest about it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because you know what? We're best friends now and that's just what best friends do. We got 7 minutes worth of song to listen to, so let's get right into it. Starting with Kirk going wick, wick, wick. We have 2 different songs on this record that start this way. Little bass solo there. It's nice to hear a little more bass on this song. Would love to hear even more, but that's all we really get. The end of whatever that last song was, My World, and then this one. Be nice to hear a little bit more bass. So far, don't have a problem with this song. As a matter of fact, most of the riffs in this song are pretty solid. Okay, I will say this one goes on a little bit longer than I'd like. We have Kirk just going bump, 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 and we have James going bump, 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 bump. We got Lars doing a fill. It's snare, medium tom, or maybe it's the high tom, I don't know, and then what I think is the floor tom. It could be just the top 2 toms. It's always kind of hard to tell with Lars, because he's usually got 2 toms on the rack right in front of him, and then he's got 2 floor toms beside him. So he could go ba boom boom, ba ba boom boom boom, ba ba boom boom boom, ba ba boom boom. Right? I don't know if that's what he's doing. He could be just doing the front ones, but either way, it's a high tom, a lower tom, and then back to the high tom, and then back to the lower tom. So you get a ba ba boo 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 boo, ba ba boo 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 boo, ba ba boo boo. Like that. That's how you play it. Now you know. Love this stop. Bum, 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 bum. Freeze. It's a nice tension builder. It's a nice, we've set up this pattern of 1 and 2, 3 and 4. I'm doing the count wrong. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's not the count, but we got 3 hits. Again, rule of threes. Threes is comfortable. We like threes. We are drawn towards threes. So then you give us 2. Bump, bump. And we're like, where the hell is that third one? And that builds us, it brings us forward, where did it go? And now when it comes in, bam! Right in the face. I am a sucker for not hitting the crash, for having something big and just shoot, coming down to small. So typically what happens when you transition from a main riff to a verse in Metallica, you're going to get a crash cymbal, either on the 1 or on the 2. He's playing on the crash, and then he comes down to the hi-hat, but there's no it's just a nice little... It's just the transition is quick. It's brick wall, but not in a way like Saint Anger. It feels like it still fits with the song. I like this transition. And this part is so cool. There's so many things to love. Something about James's singing here is very like I'm gonna compare it once again to a violin. There's like a it's very legato, very sweeping, very melodic. There's a cool harmony going on here. I think one of the guitars has an ebow, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not really great with effects. All I know is that it's not what a normal guitar sounds like. It's pretty cool. I like this section. Again with the stops. Each time through this verse, we got a nice, calm looking around. Is everything clear? Everything's good. Oh, there's the bullet. It's so cool. And then listen to the drums, how he's using that hi-hat once again. Just like in My World. Sucker! He's doing open hi-hat. He strikes it. He puts his foot down and then he hits the snare. Really cool. Boom, boom. Really, really, really fun. Right here I stay. Yeah. Stand silent in flames. Stand tall till it fades.
Shoot me again, I ain't dead yet. Come on, shoot me again, I ain't dead yet. I said shoot me again, I ain't dead yet. Come on, shoot me again, I ain't dead yet.
Okay, if we stopped right here, if we went right into the next part of the song from this moment, we would not complain as much about Saint Anger, in my opinion. I think that where they fall is that they keep adding these little extra bits that don't help the song, right? We talked about this all the way through this record so far. Each song has that one moment where it's like, if that wasn't in the song, it'd be fantastic. I think this next part is that for this song. I really wish we could just like it's like badass, right? Shoot me again, I ain't dead yet. It's like come on, hit me. I'm imagining the Joker in The Dark Knight. Hit me. And it's so like, ooh, I don't know if I want to right now because everything I send at you, you're gonna send back at me. Pretty badass so far, but man, I don't know about this riff.
Come on, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again. Come on, shoot me again, shoot me again, shoot me again, come on.
That's interesting. I think I've talked a little bit before about you can hear the automation in the drums, that sometimes the kick is a lot louder when they're trying to emphasize those downbeats. Pa! And then it's quieter. This one sounds like he was just doing it on a ba, 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 ba. 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and he's just doing 1 2 3 4 and he's hitting the snare on 1 E and he's just going back and forth between the cymbals, so it's but usually when he's doing that thrash riff, you would keep the kick like boom 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 boom, but he's just doing the one and there's not a lot going on there. I don't know, it just sounds like a mess to me. It sounds like they're just trying to I think if I'm getting inside their heads, they have so much raw aggression in them in this time period. They're just trying to play it out. They're just trying to like smash the guitars, right? They're just trying to just hit as hard as they can. And with the drums, the same thing. Just that's what it feels like to me. So does it serve the song? It doesn't feel that way. But does it get that aggression out? Absolutely yes.
Shots I take. Back at you. All the shit you fake comes back to haunt you. All the shots I take. What difference did I make?
like that guitar, like the when they go up like that at the end of the line. I just really like that.
All the shots I take, I spit back at you.
Okay. Again, they're having the main riff. Well done. Same thing we've been talking about for so long. They had the first time in that main riff, they did it 4 times through, or maybe it was 8 times through. Yeah, 8 times through. 4 times with boom, boom, ka, ba-boom, boom, ka. And then 4 times with bagoom, bagagoom, bagagoom, bagagoom. All right, so now they're doing it 4 times only instead of 8. And the first 2 are with the halftime groove, and the second 2 are with the snare on the 1, 2, 3, 4. Switching it up on the drums, having it, making it twice as, I was gonna say twice as long, twice as short, and getting right to the next verse. Well done. That's how you keep it interesting. If you keep doing things in 8s all the way through, we're going to get bored. So nice job coming back to it. So far, I don't know, there's a couple of hiccups, but it's not that bad. Now we've got the additional backing, the call and response. Bullet in my back. This would be great for the audience to sing.
Right here I stay. With a bullet in my back. Shoot down. Shoot down.
What is he saying in the background there? Because I hear "shoot me" and then a radio voice or like a telephone vocal. It always sounded to me like he was saying "with a gun," which I think is implied. I don't know that. You know what? I'm gonna look up the lyrics right now. Shoot me, take a shot. Is he saying take a shot? What? It's take a shot. All right, it's not with a gun. I'm glad it's not with a gun because that's kind of, I don't know, that's kind of gross. It's kind of on the nose and also not on the nose at the same time. So I'm glad in context. I don't think they're actually singing about a literal gun, and I'm glad for that. It really feels more like shoot me with an insult, right? A lot of like bad blood, and I'm going to give you bad blood in return. I think that's what we're getting in this song. So I'm really happy to learn that that's not with a gun. What the hell is that?
I stand on my own. With a bullet in my back. I'm stranded in soul. With a bullet in my back. Shoot me again.
I love that. Ka, ka.
Ain't dead yet. Go on, shoot me again. I ain't dead yet. Yeah, shoot me again. I ain't dead yet. Come on, shoot me again. I ain't dead yet.
This is so badass. I would love this. This sounds like Ronnie, right? The guy from Load. Ronnie coming into town. Shoot me again. Yeah.
I said shoot me again. Shoot me again. Come on, shoot me again. Shoot me again. Come on, shoot me again. Shoot me again. Shoot me again. Shoot me again. Yeah. All the shots I take, I spit back at you. All the shit you fake comes back to haunt you. All the shots, all the shots, all the shots I take.
How do you guys feel about all the shots? This little pause. All the shots. All the shots. Those little pauses there mid-chorus. Is that cool with you? I don't know how I feel about it, because on some days I'm like, yeah, it fits. It works. It breaks up the chorus a little bit, makes it interesting. And on other days I'm like, I don't really need it. So I'm kind of on the fence on it. Tell me in the comments below, where do you sit on this? Because I don't know how I feel.
Hey, what difference did I make? What difference did I make? All the shots I take, I spit back at you.
Okay. Tension again. The stop. Bump. Where are we? Where are we? Something new is going to happen. A couple things I want to point out here. One, James's vocals, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or I don't know, like as I've been listening to this record, it feels to me that this might be his best vocal performance on the record so far. Tell me I'm wrong in the comments, or don't, or tell me you agree. But honestly, this sounds the most on key. The harmonies are solid, and he's got that nice grit to shoot me again. I did. Yeah, he's got attitude. He's got grit. He's got strength. It feels like, to me, like this might have been towards the end of the record production. Sometimes you're recording and you record songs out of order. Sometimes the first song you record is kind of, yeah, it's all right. Good job. Good try. Right. And then the last song you record, it's like, wow, you really found your voice at this point, and it really sort of sings. So to me, this sounds like he's a lot more healthy, that he's a lot more able. He was on that day. Whenever they recorded the vocals for this, whether it was one day or multiple days, it feels like he's more on this song than he was for any of the other songs on this record so far. Really excellent vocal production. The second thing I want to point out is listen to the delay on the guitars. You can hear the boom, boom, wah, 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 wah. You can hear like an echo in the other speaker, and I think it's pretty quick. I'm not sure. I feel like there might be some snare rattlings going on as well. I don't remember. Let's hear it. Did you hear that? Let's go back just once, just a little bit here. Listen really close. You can hear the delay in the right speaker. He's playing in the left speaker, but you can hear the delay in the right. I don't know what's going on here with Lars, but this drum part does not fit with this part of the song.
Bite my tongue,
This does.
trying not to shoot back. No compromise, my heart won't pump the other way.
I'd like to hear something on the toms, you know, boom boom ka, ba boom boom ka, boom boom ka, ba doom boom ka. You know, something a little bit more aggressive. And then when he comes in, I bite my tongue. That feels appropriate there. But then when they're just playing bum bum wham, bum bum wham, it doesn't feel right to have the drums this I'm making noise.
Wake the sleeping giant, wake the priest, wake the sleeping dog, don't let him sleep. Wake the sleeping giant, wake the priest, wake the sleeping dog, don't let him sleep. Bite my tongue, trying not to shoot back. All the shots.
Okay, so what was that riff? We just got a random, like, we had this little bridge thing. I don't know what Lars was thinking. I'm just gonna do snare in the hi-hats. Bump, 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 bump. Come on, Lars, you lost me. You had such an aggressive, fun song, and like James is performing his heart out. And now, finally, for the first time on the record, I have to give a thumbs down for the drumming. Because what the hell is this? And then all of a sudden, just a random riff just thrown in there for a good measure. We're not going to hear that riff anymore.
Shots I take, spit back at you, yeah. All the shit you fake goes back to haunt you. All the shots, all the shots, all the shots I take. Hey, what difference did I make? What difference did I make?
I will say the positive thing about this stupid trash can beat that he's trying, it really does matter when he comes back into the main groove. When he comes back to that, it really pays off. So I will say there is something to be said about doing something crazy and coming back to something normal. There is a relief that comes through when we hit that part of the chorus. When we come back to that main riff, we start banging banging our head again. Like it's like aggression and okay, we're safe again. Aggression, safe again. It is kind of cool. It is kind of cool. I do still hate it, but it could use a little different riff. But I don't know. Overall, it's not the worst. I don't know. It's not the worst.
All the shots I take spit back at you.
Excellent. That's the song. Shoot Me Again. All right, cool. It's fine. Let's give this sucker some points. Here we go. Whoosh. Composition. This song is pretty basic. Verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. Nothing really new there. We've heard this structure before. There's no real time signature changes. There's nothing new, fresh. They don't, they add the wiki part at the beginning and the middle and the end. So it's nice to have those bookends. I always appreciate bookends. Anytime you have something at the beginning of the song that is also the end of the song. It's kind of nice. I wonder what the song would be like. I haven't done this before, but when you put it on loop, if you loop one song, does it loop perfectly? Does it wrap around like it just keeps on going forever and ever? Somebody check it out and let me know. But otherwise, I don't know. There's not really much to speak of. I'll talk about the instrumentation a little bit later, but for now, compositionally, there's nothing really to speak of. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's right in the middle. Compositionally, it's a 2. Memorability, I think there's a lot of things in this song that stand out. Shoot Me Again, I Ain't Dead Yet is a nice hook. It's got some grit to it. It's got a real like, come on, man. Come at me, bro. But I don't know, like, I feel like there's a lot of sections of the song that is kind of forgettable. I'm not really sure how I feel about this one. I feel like there are things that stand out, and I feel like that there's stuff that's forgettable. How is that even possible? Because I don't know which way to go on this one. I have to keep it in a safe middle. Memorability, that's a 2. Emotional response. This song is just right in the middle for me. I don't know what else to say. I feel generally pretty positive about it. Like I'm not afraid of the song. I don't instantly skip it, but I also have to be in the mood for it. But I don't hate it. I enjoy it. I'm banging my head. I'm feeling good. But yeah, I don't know where I'll land on it. I wish I had more to say, but unfortunately I don't. Emotional response, that's a 2. Instrumentation. I know that there's more than one member of this band. There are 4. At least in this era, they only had 3, and Bob Rock was on bass. But either way, I think that Lars ruined this song for everybody. I think there's a lot of stuff to celebrate. I love James's vocals in this song, more so than any other so far on this record. I think that the guitars are doing fine. They're not doing anything outstanding, but Lars's playing on this song is really questionable to me. It just felt like an off day, where James was having an on day. Lars was having an off day, and it felt like he's just like, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. And it wasn't like it was new each time either. I really feel like I can hear it just ba 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 ba. That's it. And then they just copy pasted it throughout the song. And there's really only like 3 drum parts. What do we got? We got the verse. We've got the main riff. We've got the ba 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 ba. So there's like 3 or 4 different parts in the song, and then ultimately all the drums kind of feel copy pasted to me. He really phoned it in, and don't insult me like that. You got to play the song all the way through, man. Put your all into it. Instrumentation, I got to rip them for that one. It's a 1. Lyrics. I don't know. I talked about this a little bit already. I think it's about them talking, they were so angry at each other. They were almost ready to break up the band. This band almost did not survive this record. And so hearing them just kind of get all this out, like, hey, you say something nasty behind my back, that's me turning around, getting shot in the back. But you know what? I'm still here. I'm still alive today. Go ahead. Take me on again. I'll take it right back at you, right? And I'll just twist it back at you. And all that anger and that infighting and the back and forth. But I think there's a hidden message of survival, of like all that stuff bringing us down, but still standing tall after it. It's really interesting to me. I think I compare this is like Metallica's version of I don't know. I'm thinking a lot of Fleetwood Mac and how half of their songs way back in the day were Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks like having relationship troubles with each other, and then they're singing about it in their songs forever and ever and ever. Can you imagine being on stage with your ex and singing about your ex with them in harmony? It's so strange to me. There's a lot of other bands out there who do stuff like this where all their songs are about each other, but yet they keep going out and touring and playing the songs over and over. I guess unfortunately for us, we've never heard the song live. But either way, it's fine. The lyrics are fine. They're base level. They've got way better, but they definitely have worse. So Shoot Me Again, lyrically, gets a 2. And so Shoot Me Again gets a total of 9 points, which is not enough for the top 20. It is currently in 65th place out of 84. So really, it's not doing so hot, but it is. Let's hear it. It's just below 2x4 and just above Invisible Kid. So I don't know. It's on par with the rest of Saint Anger. Let's take a look at that top 20. We've got one. We've got Hero, Clover, Unforgiven. You've seen this list. You've been following these videos, right? You already know what's on here. These are good songs. This song doesn't deserve to be up here. It's not because it's a bad song. It's just that it needs a little work to finesse its way up to the top. I plan to try, but I don't know. I don't know if I have what it takes. You're gonna have to check out my other. You're gonna have to check out my works later, whenever I get to them. Anyway, now it's your turn. In the comments below, using my system, tell me what score you would give this song, and be honest about it, and be kind. That's the important part. We're kind here on this channel. Make sure you check out my music, Midnight Notion. As I said, I'm working on saving Saint Anger. That's a little project where I'm trying to reorganize these songs, make them a little bit like they could have been, and then make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can see those songs and you can be here tomorrow because everyone's excited to hear my review on Sweet Amber. So we're going to get to it tomorrow. See you then. Thanks for watching.